Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So changes already, that is a bit of a surprise. I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ronaldinho. Yamal. Played into space. That looks a good ball through. Ricky Puig. Over to the right flank. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's burst through. Ferran Torres. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's straight offside. Howson is always looking to break lines. Nicely aimed pass. Good read, needed to be. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Hazard. That has ended up in no man's land. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Endrick. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Valverde. Martin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hartman. Looking tidy in possession here. Shot could be on. Edmilson. And Yamal. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Hartman. Threads one in. Hazard has it in a wide position. And the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's destined for the flank. Tries to pass it through. Spread neatly. He is through here. Edmilson. Martin. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho. Ricky Puig. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Simeone. Now it's Ferran Torres. Well, played right into his path. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, easy pickings there. Ferran Torres! And he couldn't finish.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he was quick to react. Koundé. And they've got a throw. Plays it in low. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. No, just not quite. Played out to the left flank. Can he get it through? Well, that has not gone well.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Llobregat are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And the through ball. Martin makes the interception. Ronaldinho. And here's Endrick. Endrick stood his ground. He'll try from distance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Llobregat really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Probing pass. Pass is just off target. That's put pay to the danger. He's had it taken off him. And here's Ronaldinho. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Chance here to counter. Hazard charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he's picked it up out wide. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dimitrovic breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Hazard conjures time and space where few can. He's got away. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Elects to cross. That's going to go a long way. Simeone. That's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And there's the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now they can spring out of defence. Thinks one through. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. Oh, super ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Yamal receives it in a wide position. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Played out wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 13, el dorsal 17 serán sustituidos por el dorsal
Size really
9,
matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's no sort of quality on that. And that has gone straight into touch. Into the last quarter of an hour. Crosses in it, gets his head on it! Dispatched clinically. And there is his 30th goal. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe powering forward here, and he's had it nicked away. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Edmilson. Looking for the run. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Koundé, Raspadori. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Oh, that's neat. Alaba cuts out the pass. And the counter is on. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Dimitrovic can get it clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a nicely shaped ball. Mbappe! So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15, Hazard.
Into extra time we go.
El dorsal 8. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19.
Barrios.
El dorsal
Now it's
14.
Vinicius Junior.
El dorsal 22.
Gonzalez. That has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. Just eases him off the ball. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gonzalez. Throw in. Oh no, what has happened here? Picked out chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Shot, surely! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. More or less by himself, as cool. Chance for a shot! And there's his goal. And with extra time approaching halfway, he scores critically. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Just there's the shot! And there's a goal! Well, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. That's an imaginative pass. Barrios. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping.
That's good play from him.
Fermin. Delivered low. And that's the keeper's ball. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Rashford. Oh, good effort. Oh, it's gone in. What a moment to score. A major shift in extra time. So just 15 minutes still to come. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Played into space out wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barrios. And he's intervened well there. Raspadori. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Chouameni. Raspadori. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Ball played right into his path. And he welcomes it in. In comes the corner. Madrid have their second corner now. Impressive jump! And that really should have been that.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Sorloth is offering a wry smile there.
Chouameni, and he is deftly takes a shot. We've got a goal. They have stolen level at the last. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab enough.
Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. That's just playing it safe and simple.
The keeper's ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's the chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's got a side of... And the finish! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
El dorsal 18.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. We are just getting started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I like the look of this guy, Kai Havertz. I felt a little sorry for him when he first arrived in English football, because I don't think he was playing in his correct position.
And then just the keeper in his way. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Jorginho. A header! Goal! Arsenal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Looks across and plays it in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.
Havertz really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Looking for the run. Isak wants to run onto this. Nice interception, well timed. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Calafiori. And it's Ødegaard. This is a promising build-up. Oh, great chance! Havertz! He's done very well to get to that.
Havertz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That is lovely. And that was very necessary. No foul, says the referee. Goes for goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Havertz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Arsenal have their third corner. And he's in on chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Arsenal get their fourth corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Burmo. Oh, this is a very good run. Mosquera gets over and intercepts.
And Burmo clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Pass somewhat off target. Fernandes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bruno Fernandes. For Rice. Rice. Oh, this is a terrific run. Plays it across. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Isaac. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Early ball out from the back. Timber. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been flattened there. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's on it. Can he get away? And he welcomes it in. Cunha couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has not gone well. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Rice. Diogo Dalot. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Saliba. And it's Timber. Over to the right flank. Matheus Cunha. Jorginho does really well to win the ball there. Burmo.
2 added minutes.
Great vision. Now it's Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, they could be caught out here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And that brings the first half to a close.
This is a special message for
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Arsenal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
That has ended up in no man's land. Calafiori. Isaac. Judge, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Jorginho plays it short. Can he finish? The corner count is rising. That's 6. Isaac! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Isak actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's in a great position here. Saka finding himself in space. Ahmad. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He has found the way through. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. Manchester United are back on level terms.
For Manchester United.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
He's one-on-one, and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Arsenal.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Number 23, Mikel Merino.
Arsenal have their lead.
For this match is
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Arsenal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Good ball, good take. Cunha, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Saliba deals with that comfortably.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fernandes receives it in a good position here.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 29, Kai Havertz. Number 10, Martin Odegaard. Coming on the field, number 18, Victor Gyökeres. Number 36, Martin Zubimendi.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change. And it's Mount. Oh, sweet feet. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.